Megan Twist grew up as a Bulldog fan, just like her entire family.
Megan was the youngest out of 4 girls in our family, and she was literally just the light of every room she walked into. She was the life of the party. Megan had just such a joy for life and had a laugh that would fill an entire room.
Megan used to go with me to the football games, and one time I got offered tickets to go sit in the club level, and so she went. And I thought we'd leave about halftime. She had the greatest time. It was meeting all the people, thought it was so much fun. And I remember one time we went down to the stadium and she's standing there, "Dad, this is the Bulldog Nation." She just loved it. So at night we'd pray, say our nightly prayers, and then we'd have to do a football test. How many yards are in a first down? How many this, how many that? And she just loved that stuff. She got, David Pollock was her favorite player. We just had such a great time going and being together, and it was just really, really special.
The lives of these lifelong dog fans all changed after a car accident in November of 2016.
It was the Saturday after Thanksgiving, 2016. It was unimaginable. When we got there, we found out from the neurosurgeon that she had suffered severe head trauma. I was in a waiting room by myself, and the organ donation people came in and said to me, "Your daughter was an organ donor." I was shocked. I've been one all my life, and but she had never shared it with me. And they said she became one on her 23rd birthday, which was 4 months before she was killed.
Megan's decision led to a life-saving lung transplant for Jacksonville native and lifelong Florida fan, Richard Brimmer.
I was a patient at Mayo waiting to get a transplant. I waited 3 years, and the night that I got the call, that was pretty much the night I'd given up on that anyway. That wasn't gonna happen for me. Anyway, they called me and I had a match.
It's hard as a mom when your child is injured so severely. The thought of anything else is just horrifying to you. I didn't have to make that decision. I wanted to honor what she wanted, and that's what she wanted, and it just went right along with who she is. So I'm glad that she did it, and I'm so glad that we got to meet Richard, and it's just been a wonderful journey through that.
I died during my transplant, so I got to meet Megan. I left my body on the table and went into the light, and I met her. And I said, I can't do this anymore. And she said it wasn't my time, I couldn't stay. And she made me brownies. And Megan was telling me what my granddaughter was gonna call me, Paw is what, my little one was gonna call me, and she was just born, so anyway, I got to visit, and then we went back to Mayo. And when I finally woke up at Mayo, she was on the television. They were doing a new story. And now we're almost 7 years later, so.
Meeting Richard was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. Getting to hear my sister's lungs breathe again, it's just, there's not really any words that we can put in to describe that. But it just made everything kind of come full circle together, to see him being alive, seeing him being a grandfather with his family.
After learning of Megan's story and her lifelong Bulldog fanship, Brimmer has become an unwavering Georgia fan himself. Piedmont Athens and Lifelink of Georgia brought these two families to the spring 2024 G-Day game to honor Megan's legacy and spread awareness of the impact of organ donation.
It is so important to understand about organ and tissue donation, because there are over 100,000 people currently waiting on the National Transplant Waiting List. And at your last moments, you have the opportunity to be someone's life-saving gift.
Piedmont partners with Lifelink for organ donation, initially to identify potential donors, then through donation process itself, and then through the transplantation, and then recovery after transplant, either supporting the family or recovering of the recipient. Knowing that one person, one donor, can save 8 other people, give them a second chance at life, it makes my heart full.
UGA is so special to our family. First of all, we grew up here, so you become an instant dog fan whether you want to or not, just by the wonderful atmosphere that there is in Athens. There's just really no other place like it. It is just the best college town in America.
Every time we're in Athens for a game, we always go and visit her grave, and it's such a special time, and especially being right there behind the stadium. She is right there, so she gets to hear all the things that go on in that stadium. We're so thankful that she was able to be buried back there. It just feels so comforting to know she's right there. I think it's an incredible honor to see Megan's legacy continue on. You know, we always say her story didn't end, and it's still going on, and her legacy is still shining bright. And I think getting to honor her at a place that she loves so much here at Sanford Stadium is just going to be an incredible journey for all of us to be a part of.
You can go on registerme.org to register to become a donor, and you can also talk with your family and friends and let them know of your decision to become a donor.